for 36 aircraft for 65,000 crores, which comes to 1,700 crores per aircraft. और इसीलिए that is why they are hiding behind secrecy, because they know that as soon as they put the papers on the table, the game will be up. And as Arunji pointed out, this has several implications. First, they have completely compromised the security of this country. Air Force for the last so many years has been saying we are short of at least 7 squadrons and we need 7 squadrons. On that basis, that RFP was floated for 126 aircraft, and that is reduced suddenly to 36 without nobody in the Air Force, nobody in the Defense Ministry, and the plea given is ki no, that would have been too expensive. And therefore 36, when you almost 2.5 times you have made the price of the aircraft. And Make in India, which was one of the center pieces of that earlier program, that you will acquire the technology to be able to make this aircraft in India. One other thing, you see, Make in India would initially be more expensive than buying ready to fly, because initially you have to set up the plant. You have to pay the cost of transfer of technology. But even with all that, according to Mr. Parikar, the price was still 715 crores per aircraft. If you had to buy ready to fly, it would have come to less than that, less than 715 crores, because Make in India would involve long-term benefit, but in the short term you have to pay a higher price, because in the long term you will be able to manufacture these planes in your own factory in Hindustan Aeronautics. All that is given a go by, and then one of the other lies being told to us is, no, this is a government-to-government deal. How can there be any hanky-panky in a government-to-government deal? It is like, suppose our government entered into an agreement with France, कि भाई हम आपको अनिल अंबानी ये बना रहा है ये फ्रिगेट, वो फ्रिगेट जो है हम आपको 10-10 हजार करोड़ के सप्लाई कर देते हैं, एंड आप फ्रेंच गवर्नमेंट से ठीक है, उसका ऑफसेट जो है 50% आप हमारे आदमी को दे दीजिएगा, और ये गवर्नमेंट टू गवर्नमेंट डील हो जाती है. Can you say that because it's a government to government deal, therefore there can't be any hanky-panky? I mean, it makes complete nonsense of this. I mean, if there is a corrupt government, it will certainly enter into a deal. दोनों को फायदा हो रहा है, दोनों के लोगों को फायदा हो रहा है, उधर उसको हायर प्राइस मिल रहा है फ्रांस को फॉर द सेम एयरक्राफ्ट, उनकी कंपनी को, और यहाँ पर इनके क्रोनी को ऑफसेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स मिल रहे हैं. So one after another, this whole process has revealed the lies of the government. The first lie was that price can't be revealed. Second lie was that this 126 was brought down to 36 because 126 बहुत महंगा हो जाता. Third lie was that offset contract was decided by Dassault. Fourth lie was that this was cheaper, that this new deal of 36 aircraft is cheaper than the previous deal, etc. And then they asked, any corrupt deal कोई है? That because के add-ons हो गए. Now we have busted that add-ons business by pointing out that the earlier deal had everything, and the government has stated that 670 crores is the price inclusive of everything. How are we now? How is Dassault Alliance now giving a figure of 60,000 crores for 36 planes, which are not contradicted by anybody in the government? It means that in fact the agreement that has been entered into is at a price which is at least 1,000 crores more per aircraft than the earlier contract, more than double. And then they ask, कि इसमें तो करप्शन नहीं है, देखिए बोफोर्स में तो मिडिल मैन था, इसमें मिडिल मैन कौन है? अरे भाई अंबानी कौन है? अंबानी कहां से आ गया इस डील में? 21,000 करोड़ उसको ऐसे फोकट में ऐसे ही मिल जाएंगे? they are saying who is Q? But this is Q and A. This is the Q, this is the A of the Rafale scam. And as Arun Bhai said, that this is a textbook case of criminal misconduct. देखिए अभी इन्होंने एक काम किया, 10 दिन पहले पार्लियामेंट ने इसमें प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन एक्ट को अमेंड कर दिया और क्रिमिनल मिसकॉन्डक्ट जिसमें कि 2G और कोलगेट में सारे पब्लिक सर्वेंट्स को चार्ज किया गया है उसको हटा दिया. सेक्शन 13 criminal misconduct has been replaced by a new section. Why? अब देखिए criminal misconduct कैसे defined था. If a public servant gives an undue benefit to any private person, any person, without any public interest, or by abusing his power as a public servant, that's criminal misconduct. 13(1)(d)(2), 13(1)(d)(3. इसमें कोई पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. आपने प्राइस बढ़ा दिया, हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स को भी हटा दिया, रिलायंस को ले आए. क्या पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट है? अनड्यू बेनिफिट तो दिया ही है, प्राइस आपने 1000 करोड़ बढ़ा दिया और अपनी अथॉरिटी का मिसयूज करके. प्राइम मिनिस्टर को कोई अथॉरिटी नहीं थी. विदाउट अप्रूवल ऑफ द कैबिनेट कमिटी ऑन सिक्योरिटी, विदाउट एनी रिक्वायरमेंट फ्रॉम द एयरफोर्स, without any requirement from the defense ministry, he had no business, no authority to enter into a new agreement for 36 planes. And therefore, this is a textbook case of criminal misconduct under the Prevention of Corruption Act, on which Mr. Modi personally would have been prosecuted. Would have been prosecuted. I mean, there is no escape from this whatsoever. As a lawyer, I can tell you, there cannot be a stronger case for criminal misconduct than this. And that is why this amendment has been made just 10 days ago to get them out, get them off the hook. Of course, the Babus are also very happy that ठीक है अब आगे से तो हमारा भी prosecution नहीं होएगा. So therefore, as Arun Bhai said, that all of us owe a duty to this country to keep our eyes firmly on this, to keep asking these questions. And so does the opposition of this country. And if this government had any shame whatsoever, they would stop hiding behind the smoke screen of secrecy and put out everything, all the documents on the table. The French Prime Minister has already said that he has no objection to this being done. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant ji. I'll be very brief. I have some experience of working in two important ministries of the Government of India. And I can tell you from my personal experience that when a high-level visit takes place, for instance, the Prime Minister of India going to France, then the joint statement is worked out in advance. Toing and froing takes place between the External Affairs Ministry, the PMO and the Indian Embassy and the French government. And then everything is tied up. The joint communique is ready. The principals only give their approval and then it is put in public domain. That is the procedure. When the Foreign Secretary says 2 days before the issue of this joint statement that we are pursuing the older contract of 126 planes, then clearly he was not in the know of the desire of the government or the Prime Minister to purchase 36 Rafale aircraft. And that is why he made the statement that he made, which we have given you in our statement. So the Foreign Secretary did not know. The Raksha Mantri did not know. Because repeatedly he said, it is Modi ji's decision, I back it up. And the Cabinet Committee on Security, which should have taken the decision first of all to scrap the earlier deal for 126 and then authorize the negotiation for the 36 aircraft. That was not in the picture at all. As Arunji said, it came in the picture a year later. So who took this decision? The decision was taken by just one person in the government, and that is the Prime Minister of India. He had no collaborators in this venture. He rode alone. We made a mockery of Make in India, which is such a huge slogan of this government. And then I'd like to point out one more thing which came to my notice as I was coming here, that as you are aware, we have a very large contingent of the Russian fighters, Su-30 MKI and the Tejas, that both the Su-30 MKI and the Tejas and the Meteor air-to-air missile and the cruise missile, subsonic cruise missile, that these aircrafts will also be equipped with them. And there was discussion going on with MBDA, French-led European Missile Consortium, for the purchase of these. Now this great add-on secret weapon that nobody knows about are these missiles air-to-air, with which the Rafale aircraft will be equipped. But what has happened is that no sooner was the contract for these 36 Rafale aircraft was concluded, that MBDA has walked out of these negotiations, and they are saying that we cannot supply you these missiles because our secrecy will be compromised. And there are defense experts who have told me that the French were actually waiting. They kept the government of India Air Force engaged in the negotiations until the Rafale deal was concluded, and then said, we are not interested in equipping your other aircraft. And these defense experts tell me that if for nothing else, for this reason, the government of India should cancel the contract with Dassault for the supply of these 36 planes, because they have not played fair with us. So friends, there has been a demand from the Congress party that there should be a joint parliamentary committee which should examine. We know that this Lok Sabha is on its last leg. So a joint parliamentary committee will never function so quickly as to give us the results in this Lok Sabha. I would suggest on our behalf that the audit which CNAG was supposed to take up, that should be a forensic audit, and it should be completed by the CNAG within 3 months. Within 3 months, the CNAG should complete the forensic audit of this particular deal and place the findings before the nation. It is a huge scam, there is no doubt about it. Force pales into insignificance before this scam. We have no party interest, the three of us here, but we thought national duty demanded that we come before you and place these facts which have been well researched and they are in your hands. We have to fight this battle. We have to prevent this loss to the national exchequer. This is our national duty. This is also your national duty. Thank you.
Can I just add one small point? I mentioned to you how we have to beware of plants. I'll give you an example from yesterday's one of our major papers. The story is कि नो इसी अभी हमने सबने कहा कि ये कि अगर न्यू डील थी, if you are cancelling something and then suddenly there is a new deal, you have to go through certain procedures. So they say yes. You see, what happened was that during the course of the negotiations, it became clear that actually speaking, Dassault would no longer be the L1. And in the meantime, the rival Eurofighter had written to the Indian Defence Minister. We quoted the letter, and we actually annexed the letter also. A letter from Eurofighter saying we are prepared to reduce our price by 20%. So these people now say, see, this Dassault would no longer be the L1. Therefore, we thought we should scrap the old deal of 126 and go for some new deal. In fact, as Prashant has said, all of us have said the new aircraft are twice what you were negotiating at that time, twice the cost. But the other point is if people should have realized this when they swallowed and vomited this plan, that is the policy of the government to keep one particular vendor at L1 so that it can get the contract? Or is it the policy of the government to get the best deal for India? And if in your own say so, it is now such that you have to go through a new deal, then there are all sorts of requirements which you have to go through, including a new tender, a re-examination of everybody's bids and so on. None of that was done. So we should be very careful about both the very skilled government in planting stories in channels and newspapers, and also in other commercial people who may be benefiting from this and who have unfortunately inroads into all of us. Thank you.
एक करके क्रिमिनल मिसकॉन्डक्ट है। हाँ बिल्कुल।
बोला है कि जहाँ तो क्या को करने के लिए या इंडाइट करने के लिए 3 महीने का इंतजार करना होगा इसको, या इससे पहले आप स्टेटमेंट पर मार सकते हैं?
देखिए, जो फैक्ट्स अभी तक बाहर आए हैं उससे तो बिल्कुल साफ है ये बात। अब अगर गवर्नमेंट अपनी सफाई देना चाहती है तो या तो सारे फैक्ट्स टेबल पर रख दे, सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह टेबल पर रख दे, और इसकी कोई इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडी जैसे सीएजी है उससे तुरंत जांच हो जाए तो और उससे वो हो जाएगा। देखिए, हमारे माइंड में तो जितने फैक्ट्स ऑलरेडी बाहर आ चुके हैं जो हमने लगाए हैं उसी से बिल्कुल साफ है कि क्रिमिनल मिसकॉन्डक्ट का तो केस बनता ही बनता है, इससे निकलना बड़ा मुश्किल है।